Okay, hello there, I'm Dennis. Welcome to the channel. I'm using ArchMan Linux, and I was going to do a video and compare ArchMan Linux to another Arch-based distribution or spin, if you will. And I decided that wasn't the way to do this. The right way to do it is to just use the system and make sure everything works. And the reason why, I guess the biggest reason why is I don't know that there's so much difference. The biggest difference between the Arch distros that I've seen is usually the amount of packages you're allowed to get or get by default. That's usually the difference. The rest of it is based on Arch, pacman -SYY. So, like I said, and they do some personalizations, and that's cool. Anyway, this is ArchMan Linux, and when I first booted up, I went ahead and took a screenshot of top, and it was running 580.2 kilobytes or kibibytes at fresh boot. While I'm here, let me show you. I don't know if you've ever read VLC's little privacy policy thing here that you have to agree to if you want to use VLC. I think I might be wrong by that. I never have unticked it, but I have read it. I just thought it was interesting. Most people, I'm assuming, or like me and wouldn't read it to start with. They just say, come on, open up. First thing, let's open up my notes here. And you'll notice I got Control-Alt-T will open up my terminal. And that is not a default key binding in ArchMan Linux. So to me, the first thing I needed to do was add that. So I took a little video of it and show you basically what we're going to do. We're going to go to our start menu, type in keyboard. Now sometimes it'll be down in the sys tray. Open that up, go to your application shortcuts and find Control-Alt-T. Now this happens to be default Arch Linux that you're looking at. And here's your command that you're going to get. That is an XFCE, using a XFCE terminal and using an Arch-based distro. Close that out here. So that's how you get Control-Alt-T key binding to be there for you. Some packages that I've installed that was not installed by default was NeoFetch, Featherpad, Nomax, PCman FM, GNOME System Monitor, ILRiot, etc. I got the spell check for Featherpad. Let's see. Here's where it's at. You can go to your start terminal and type in where is Hunspell, and you'll get 3 different addresses. But if you want a spell checker, go to preferences here, go to text, scroll down, and click right here, or just paste or type the path in, and you're good to go. All right, so this is also the same setup where I installed VLC Media Player, SM Player on a video in order to get Audacity to work, and it works fine. All the editing I did on that machine was done, or on that video was done on this machine. Yay is installed by default. However, a program called I call it inxi, inxi, is not. So install that if you want to use it. It's a great little tool. Some default apps that it comes with is kind of surprising. It's the first one right here, SUSE Image Writer. That's a great choice. Simple screen recorder, GNOME disk came in. Couple games, GIMP, Inkscape, there's some print support, and HTOP was installed by default. ArchMan does have their own repo. Here was their current mirror list. So let's get over here to the stats. Now, when I first booted up, I opened up top, took a reading. It was 582 megabytes at start. We'll go back to the at the end. All right, so I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna Control-Alt-T to open up a terminal. Uname's a dangerous paste. So this is based on the 5.18.9 Linux kernel. All right, might as well leave the terminal open. Let's look at the OS release over here so we can see it a little better. ArchMan, got the support links. Okay, pretty nice. All right, let's see what inxi shows for graphics and audio. This is ArchMan Linux. So under graphics, we're using the X11 server, Xorg, version 21.1, etc., with Xwayland. Now, when I boot into this, where I get my login screen, I haven't seen an option where I could select Wayland or not. So I'm not sure what purpose it's running here, but it is using it, it looks like. Under audio, we're using ALSA and PulseAudio with no pipe wire. That's pretty nice. For package management, the next thing on the list is it uses pacman to let's see what that does. So you install by sudo pacman-s, search by -ss, pacman. It also comes with pamac-all. Let's see. I haven't done anything to the really to customize the start menu at all. Let's see here. Well, this is pamac, and it's got the ALPM, the AUR, Flatpak, and snap support. Now I did enable the Flatpak in here just to do it, but this is typical pamac. Click search here and search for a thing, or you can go through their categories. Man, it's taking that a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and Control C to get off of that. Okay, so that's their package management. Right here, right now, we've already got a FAT32 USB plugged in. Here we have an EXT4, and we're going to plug that in. And it should appear right there. There it is. And it should mount it. And there it is. Failed to open error, permission denied. I'm not sure what that's about. That might be a permission issue. Owner, Samba share. I'm not sure. It'd be easy enough to fix. I'm sure of that. Let me eject that one. Click finished. And now we got a NTFS. The new technology file system. See if that opens that up. Opens that right up. Here we got just some stuff. There we go. Oh, let me get rid of that. It passed that check without any, I didn't have to do anything. Without any additions, I just plugged them in and they worked. So that was a great big plus. All right, so under Audacity, now like I just said, I did the video where what I had to do to get Audacity to use the FFmpeg libraries and import a video file. Let's open it up. And like I pointed out before, ArchMan provides some test examples here. Let's import the MP board. Let's do that WebMP. Web. There we go. So that works now. It works great. I do have a problem with it. Let me show you this again. I should have left it open. It'd be too long here. Different one there. All right. When you're doing an audio edit, let me just magnify this a little. When you do an audio edit, you're looking for this wave and you're wanting a way to keep track of it. Now, I don't know what this right here is called unless it's a progress bar or I don't know what it's called. But watch when I hit play. Let me turn it down. Not the volume. If it'll let me turn it down. There we go. All right, so watch my progress line. It disappears, and that volume control sure didn't work. This will, I think. And you're not seeing the progress bar, and that's very important when you're trying to do a audio edit. All right, so that's kind of, it works, but it doesn't work for me. Kdenlive, on the other hand, works just fine. I edited, like I said, the last video on using Kdenlive. It works perfectly. It's 24.04.2. All right, let's see. Game controller. I plugged in my Cytec gamepad, picked it up, played games right away. So that's a plus. All right, so it does include a firewall. Let's go find it. This is their settings panel. Firewall. And I have not engaged it. Surely it'll open here. Okay. Okay, I'll double click again. Or I'll single click. Not opening. Huh, good thing I waited till now to try to open it. This is not going to work. Oh, wait a minute. It might work. Go here. Go find under settings. Firewall. Let's see what the command is. Just GUFW. So let's try it this way. Sudo GUFW. Since then, ported. Not found it. Shell. Huh. Okay, so I don't know why it's not opening. I didn't encounter this until right now. To me, that's a major drawback. Obviously, the firewall, you should be able to control it, and you just saw me try to open it with sudo privileges and here. That didn't work, so that's not good. Oh, sudo pacman -s minus. We're going to proceed with the installation. Well, we'll clear the screen. There we go. Unsafe, unsafe, unsafe. Now, again, the firewall apparently, I don't know why it wouldn't open, and I haven't done anything to actually secure. I have installed some programs, so that's going to count against us some. Here's the FreeBSD and GhostBSD when I run those. Pacman Package Manager, querying Pacman Package Manager. Huh. CMOte network uploading and downloading. Okay, warning, long execution, suggestions. And again, I emphasize, if you go through here making corrections, be safe, read up on it if you need to. And I'll shut up. Wow, look at that. That's pretty good. That's actually, you'll see here. Pardon, index 63. GhostBSD scored a 62. So in comparison, save that. That's not bad for just default settings. I haven't done anything except try to open up the firewall. And that's ArchMan Linux. Did I close my notes out too fast? Stats, let's go over that real quick. Even though we got OBS running, let's open up a terminal and say top. And right now, under memory, we're using 1.372 gigs. Back closing. Oh, I copied that. Guess I didn't. Be easier to do it this way. 1148.7. That's good enough. So a little over a gig. You save this. Close this out. Let's see what system monitor. It's showing here. 1.8. This top was showing 1.1. Of course, the monitor itself now is using some, not much, but some. Have not got into any swap. Have not gotten into any swap space. That's nice. GPUs or CPUs are running about 25% with OBS going and all the other stuff that I just got through doing. And close out of that. So, all in all, ArchMan Linux did fairly well. I mean, they're not using Pipewire. A lot of people don't like Pipewire for whatever reasons. Personally, Arch Linux, default Arch Linux now is using it. If you run the inxi-a, you'll see that it's running. I should have snapshotted that. You'll see it's using Pipewire. It apparently has Xwayland either running in the background as a standby. I'm not sure how to read that. It does say with Xwayland, and I pay special attention to my boot up log. I've looked at it a couple times and never have seen where I had the option to change to Xwayland. And it could be because I'm on XFCE. I don't know. Package management, we got that. It mounted the FAT32, EXT4, NTFS systems without a problem. Although EXT looked like it, I don't know what the deal was there. In fact, let me plug that in again. See what it says. It is possible that something I was doing was interfering. There it is. Let's see if it mounts it. It opens it. Failed to open directory. Permission denied. So yeah, it's something to do with ownership. Real easy to fix. Will it make me unmount it? Yeah, even though it's probably mounting it, it said I had to unmount it. Okay. Game controller, Cytec works. That's an old game controller. I can only assume newer ones would be easier to work. I had it, but would not work. That's not good. All in all, a hardening index of 63, that's not a bad score. That's actually in the neighborhood where you want to get. A few little things, I'm sure I could bring that up, especially if I could get the firewall to enable. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. It's going to go pretty long. I didn't mean for it to do this. There's just a lot to show about any system. And this is based on Arch. So if you're familiar with Arch in any way, this should all feel fairly comfortable with you. The only thing you might want to change is that key binding, and I just showed you how to do that. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out, guys. Bye.